My name's Sam Stretton, I'm part of York Cycleworks. York Cycleworks has been established since 1980. We have a wealth of knowledge, understanding, race experience, riding experience, pretty much everything that can be done with a bicycle. Yeah, fundamentals of a bike fit. We're looking at key components of person and bicycle. Starting with the person, you need to understand and get a good understanding of their flexibility and their range of motion. Once we understand where we're going with an individual, we can then put that into the bike. An individual has potentially limited flexibility, limited range of motion. They're the most common things that they come in to us with, but yet they want to ride a bicycle like a pro. Pros are not normal human beings. Their bikes are long and low, and most people's riders and people ride their bike much shorter than. Saddle height, nearly always wrong. It's either one of the range. They're either too high or they're too low. They can't find that happy medium. Yeah, low saddle's an easy one. You often see it as a frontal knee pain, as if the femurs are pushing themselves out the bottoms of the legs. Very common one. A high saddle, you see it immediately. The rider might not really know it's there, but you'll see a lot of pelvic rock and pelvis rotation on the saddle. Just not very stable on the bike. It's that one where if somebody stands in a very strong stance and you try to push them over, they will hold themselves very well. And on the bike, when they're up at the top of the range, they're very wobbly and not very stable on that bike. Yeah, I've had people that are really subtle. There's times when you are only moving things a few millimetres, and the gains to be had are very subtle indeed. Nowadays I do a lot more work with the footbeds and stabilising feet in pedals, but I think people, the bike position might stay the same, but people often bring the shapes that are too small, and it's just working your way through that and stabilising the feet in the pedals. Again, saddle height and reach, so stems that are too long, it's just bringing them in so that they work better with a rider, and they're not having to overstretch. What a lot of people don't realise is this is the furthest reaching point on the bike, not this. So a lot of people are sized to the handlebar, but they need to be sized to the hoods, and if you can't sit and hold that for a prolonged period, then there's no point going out riding ultimately, because it'll create other problems. Usually in the lower back, the upper neck. People sit on the bike and the neck disappears inside the shoulders like a turtle. And it's needs adjusting. I think everybody should have a bike fit ultimately, even if it is just reassurance. As cyclists, I think we're very fragile people, and if something's niggling in the back of your mind, then yeah, just let somebody check it out, check all the angles, check the bits and pieces, and make sure that it is working with them and not against you ultimately.
Ride 25. Explore the world leg by leg.